my name is Liv and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another prompt journal series, Draw Your Journal by BELLAMENA, and I love her channel. I've been a fan of hers for many years, so I will link her channel down below as well as where you can buy the book for yourselves. And with all that said, let's get started. This page says, draw your dream vacation, and my dream vacation has always been Paris. Ever since I was little, I wanted to go to Paris. It always looks so pretty in the movies, and my partner Jake has actually been there too, and he had a great time. So it's definitely on my bucket list. Now, when I bought this book, I wasn't planning on doing it for my channel, because my channel was very small back then, but since my channel has grown, I definitely wanted to share this with you all. I did complete a few pages off camera, which I will show you at the end of the video, but for now, I just want to get straight into drawing Paris. And this ended up being my favorite page. I used reference images for a lot of my art, as I'm sure a lot of other artists do as well. But I always put a link, if I can find it, to the reference image I used in the description, because I think it's important to give credit to the person who made the original art, because even though I don't draw it exactly like theirs, I still want to support other artists by giving credit. And I don't think there's anything wrong with using reference images. They're definitely helpful to me and other artists as well. It's time to do the background now, and I'm just blending 3 different colors together, pink, purple, and blue. I really love how this page turned out. This is my favorite page of this episode. All the colors look so pretty, and I'm really proud of this page. Page says, draw your birthstone, and my birthstone is a garnet. Now y'all know how much I love cats, so I wanted to try and incorporate as many cats as I can in this journal. So I drew these 2 garnet cats made out of garnet with garnets all around them on a separate piece of paper. I thought that I was recording when I started drawing, but apparently it wasn't, so you just missed me doing the tail. I'm using my alcohol markers, and when you're using alcohol markers, you would normally want to use marker paper, but I'm just using printer paper because when I drew the first drawing using marker paper and tried to glue it in, it didn't stay down on the page well, and it made the book really hard to close, so I just ripped it out and redid it on printer paper. Moving on to the gemstones that will be surrounding the cats, and I'm just doing some shading and highlights for that shine. I tried adding highlights with my white Posca pen, but Poscas don't show up well on alcohol markers, so I would recommend using a white gel pen or whiteout pen. For these garnets, unfortunately, again, I thought I was recording this part, but I just outlined them with my fine liners and started coloring them in. I love how my little garnet cats turned out. They look just like they're made out of garnet, and the garnets turned out looking nice and shiny. So I think I did a really good job with this page, and it's very cute. This page says, draw your season. My favorite season is winter. I love the cold, and when you think of winter, you usually think of Christmas. Christmas is not my favorite holiday. It's actually Halloween. But Halloween doesn't go with winter, so I just drew some things that you would find during winter, which is usually Christmas things. So I drew some hot cocoa, which I don't like, but it goes with the theme. Houses, snowman, snow globe, and a snow cat. I go to the US to visit my family every year, and when I go there, it's usually always Christmas time, and it's always winter, so there's snow. I go visit my grandparents in Oklahoma, where I was born, and then I go visit my dad. And because we're both atheists, we like to call Christmas Mythmas. So we would just have a small tree and give each other gifts and watch a movie. And my dad's actually gotten married now, so our Mythmas has expanded to include my stepmom, which has been really nice. Sometimes during Christmas, I can't go to the US, so I always get a little homesick during the holidays. I love wearing winter clothes and boots and getting to sit around a tree and watch Christmas movies and eat candy canes. I was having some lighting issues for the last part of this video here, so I had to edit a bit of the footage out, but I'm just finishing coloring in the snowman and the background. My markers started to run out while I was doing the background, so it ended up looking streaky. For some reason, the cheaper markers last longer than the Copics, which are like $12 a marker here. And they do have refills for Copics, but I just prefer my cheaper markers like Ohuhu because they last a lot longer, and honestly, there's not much of a difference between the cheap and expensive ones. In my opinion, they both work the same and give similar results. And here I'm just finishing off the page by adding the snow everywhere. I tried doing a cool transition there, but I can't snap, so you just get a sound effect. Except for the rip in the middle of the page here, I really like how this turned out. Here are all the finished 3 pages, as well as the pages I've done off camera. If you enjoyed today's video, subscribe, give it a like, hit that bell, and as always, stay creative. Bye!